What is going on, everyone? Happy Thursday. So, things have been kind of all over the place lately, if I'm being honest with you. Thankfully, things have picked up and we're being more consistently busy, which is always a reassuring feeling, because I'm sure you feel it too in this type of economy where things are inconsistent. It's hard to plan, it's hard to manage, it's scary buying trucks or equipment, and it's hard knowing what to do and when to do it because you can't find a pattern in your sales. And this year has definitely been that way. But we're getting more consistent now, especially now that we are having some more consistent, beautiful weather. It is a huge help. Today is Thursday, so today's actually the Neighbors Monthly Mixer. This is a mixer that we go to, that we sponsor every month. But with losing an employee, schedules kind of got shifted around, and I'm not going to be able to make it. So I gave it to another local business owner so they can go out there and promote themselves. But today I'm doing something a little different. The guys have a full schedule ahead of them. They should be leaving the yard here in about 10 minutes. I'm taking the MT100 today, and I'm going to do a little dirt removal and backyard grade. Nothing crazy. At least I don't believe it's crazy. I normally would do a job walk. On this one, I didn't. Just kind of based off the description. I gave them some rough, estimates. With when you're doing machine work, it's really different. I mean, even if I went to go see it, I wouldn't really be able to give them an exact price because I don't know what I'm digging into. I don't know if there is, garden fabric, or if there's a bunch of rocks, or, once you start digging into the soil, then you start really seeing what you're going to work with, and that gives you a better idea of how long it's going to take. So I just gave them a 4-hour minimum for, me, the operator, the delivery, the machine, to get it graded, and then up to 5 cubic yards of dirt removal. If we go over those 4 hours, then the bill goes up. If we go over those 5 cubic yards, then the bill goes up. Based off his description, I don't expect to be here longer than 4 hours, but I am very well aware that things don't always go the way I planned or how we, think they're going to go, and especially since I'm walking in. So I'm prepared to be here for an 8-hour day just in case I don't have any meetings or one-on-ones or anything set up for this afternoon. So if I need to be here for the full day, I don't have to stress about scrambling and figuring things out. Yesterday was really stressful because the guys needed my help and I couldn't do it. I had a one-on-one scheduled with another local business owner, and if you don't know what that is, let me know. I'd be happy to do a video on them. So I had a one-on-one with another business owner. I had a quote that I had to go do. I had to go pick up and deliver a dumpster in Moreno Valley, which Moreno Valley is not in our service area really. It's a good drive away, anyways. So it was just stressful. Trying to get another driver now. The one that we thought we were going to hire, or maybe we will still, I don't know. Their license came back suspended, and so they're saying it's not. So I'm waiting on paperwork and documentation, and I have them going to the DMV. But I also can't wait forever. I do need to get this ball rolling. Right now things are okay. Right now, well, not okay. Right now they're fine. Right now it's very manageable, just because we have only the 2 trucks, because the other Ram is still at the dealership, which who knows when. I'll give you an update on that in a minute. So right now it's manageable because we only have the 2 trucks. So in reality, we're doing the most that we can possibly do. There's nothing more that we can do with the trucks and equipment that we have. I need that 3rd driver though, once that 3rd truck or our 2nd truck comes out of the shop. Because once that truck's out of the shop, my plan was to focus on a lot of outside sales, hitting the ground, working on the back end of the business, and then to also do some things to start bringing in some additional money to the business that we don't really ever get to focus on. Grading. start marketing and pushing more of the dirt removal jobs, put this machine to work. So anyways, update on the Ram, I have no idea. It's been there. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks that it's been at the dealership. As of last Friday, they said the torque converter was slipping and definitely going to need to be replaced. And then they checked the transmission oil and they said that it was burnt. He said, I don't know if you've ever changed this transmission oil, man. I said, believe it or not, I have. He's like, well, you're going to have to pay for another transmission service so we can get in there and see what's going on with the transmission, which in this stage, I'm not going to argue with my service guy, right? I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to go with it. I don't need to put a bad taste in their mouth of who I am yet, and let them do what they need to do. Get in there, because regardless if you're changing the torque convert, anyways. So they're doing the transmission service, so they can get in there and see. And I told him, I said, if the oil is burnt like you're saying, there's something majorly wrong, because I just did the service 2 weeks before I brought it into you. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's a problem. So at this point, my assumption is we're getting a new transmission, which if we've been in the shop for 2 weeks tomorrow, I'm assuming we'll be in the shop for even longer. I've had a lot of friends reach out and talk to me about lemon law here. And I don't know if lemon law goes by state, but apparently if they have my truck for 30 days, whether it's consecutively or intermittently over the course of, I don't know how long, what the time period is. But anyways, if they have my truck for 30 days, then I can claim lemon law and have them buy it back, which I don't really know or fully understand exactly how that works. But if they buy my truck back and I get a wipe the loan, or they pay me out whatever the difference is, I'm not, oh man, that 7-Eleven is closed, I need fuel. Anyways, so I'm not sure exactly how it works, but if I can walk away from the truck with a little bit of cash and put that towards a new one and have 2 new trucks, I'm not against that. The truck is definitely upside down. It's a 22 with 95,000 miles on it. So we'll see what happens there. I don't even know if I want to deal with all that. Best case scenario is they put in a new tranny, new torque converter, and whatever else needs to be switched out, and I don't have to pay a dime out of pocket, and I'll be stoked. If I can look into this lemon law thing, or if you know anything about lemon law here in California, I am genuinely curious. Man, this gas station is tight. I hate when people park on the end, man, and they have these little tiny cars. How the heck are we supposed to get fuel? Anyway, so that's kind of the update now. I'm going to fuel up, get some coffee, and get over to this customer's house, get this knocked out. I'll try to do some video, some content, something there. But yeah, that's kind of it. Do it right or do it twice. I messed up, guys. I think I even mentioned it in the video. I didn't come and bid this job in person. I took the customer's description as what we were going to do, and it was not what he described at all. He failed to mention that he had some concrete work done a few years ago, both sides of the house, back patio area, and to save money at that time, he had the guys throw all the excess dirt they excavated into the backyard. He didn't tell me he had a mountain in his backyard. The call was basically, hey, my wife wants grass in the backyard. The ground's uneven. I need someone to come out and level it out and take whatever excess dirt. So cool. Quoted him a half day of the machine with the operator and 1 dirt dumpster, which our dirt dumpsters that we personally have are 5 cubic yards. So all right, so here's how we charge for machine work, grading work, dirt work. I am no expert, okay? So disclaimer, not an expert, don't really know what the heck I'm doing. I'm charging based off of what I've researched and I think is okay. I'd love it though if you have a better way. Let me know. The comment boxes are open. Currently we do like a half day. If it moves on past that half day, we charge an additional hourly. Or if we know it's going to be more than a half day, then we just charge a daily rate. Our pricing includes operator, machine, delivery, and then tooth bucket and a flat bucket. That, especially for grading, that's pretty much all we're using. If the project requires, breaking up concrete and we need to break out the breaker or the grapple, that pricing goes up for the additional attachments. There's some upcharges there. If the project requires additional actual physical labor and we're bringing out guys to work on it besides the operator, we're charging about $85 per person per hour on the labor. Altogether, there's a 4-hour minimum no matter what. So if we're bringing out operator, equipment, and laborer, minimum of 4 hours. I'm pretty sure I'm going to change that to a minimum of 8 hours, but currently minimum of 4. So this customer, based off our conversation, then we were just doing a quick backyard grade, was a 4-hour minimum. Thought I was going to get it done in 2 hours. We charge additionally for dirt removal. Our dirt removal has a minimum of 5 cubic yards, or I should say it includes up to 5 cubic yards. So whether we remove half a yard or we remove 5 yards, that pricing is going to stay exactly the same. I didn't think I was going to take out more than 2 or 3 yards from this backyard based off the description for my customer. So here's the price breakdown. We had operator, machine, 2 buckets, plus the 5-yard dirt dumpster. We were in at $11.50. Okay, I think that's actually a super fair price. Probably a little low in reality, but I figured, hey, based off this description, we're going to knock this out in 2 hours. I'm good with that. I didn't even think we were going to take more than a half a yard, maybe a yard, based off his description. So I was like, I could just throw the machine or throw the dirt around the machine and make it work so I can carry it all in one load. Obviously, that did not work out. That was not the situation at hand once I actually got there. It's 100% my fault for not going and bidding ahead of time and taking the customer's description as solid. We've all been there, right? We've all made those mistakes. The difference with this compared to messing up on a junk removal quote is this is done by the hour and by the cubic yardage of dirt that's being removed. This one, we might end up just using 10-yard dumpsters. We sub those out mainly from Julian over at Heritage Hauling. But we had these smaller 5 cubic yard low boys made for our roll-off system. Max D makes a 7 cubic yard. I think that's way too much weight. These trailers just don't, I don't recommend it unless you want to be doing a lot of repairs. So we had these 5-yarders made. So we'll probably end up doing just both 5-yarders on site, deliver them the day before, and then come out, operator, laborer, and driver. Driver will be dumping as I'm loading. So driver will have to wait for me to fill up the first one. He'll take off and dump it. I'll fill up the next one by the time he's back, and we'll just rotate until we're done. With this project, it's a variable cost. Maybe a day, maybe 2. Just depends on what the dirt's like, what's underground. If I'm hitting a bunch of rocks, that's going to delay us. If there's a bunch of, let's say, landscaping fabric down there that we have to pull out so we can recycle the dirt and not take it to the landfill, that's going to take more time. The access isn't very good at all. We're going to have to lay plywood down so we don't destroy the grass. That's an additional upcharge for the customer. All these things weren't really, well, I mean, we were told we had clear, easy access, but unfortunately his car broke down, so got blocked to the other side. So anyways, long story short, once we broke everything down, obviously I did not charge the customer for my time to go out today. There's no trip charge. There's none of that. That is on me. I should have gone out ahead of time, measured, and actually bid it. I should have never taken the customer's description as gold. That's on me. So now they have a price that they can work with. Now they know what we're looking at. But again, it's a variable cost. It could be less. If we end up pulling out less dirt, we use less dumpsters, better for the customer. That's great. If we get it done in a day, less labor for the customer. So that's how we charge. I'm really curious if you do this type of work, if you are similar. I think something just flew out of my dumpster. Let me take it. Oh no, I ran it over. You know what? Here, look at where I'm at. Let me flip around. I am at the dealer. I wonder if my truck is out here or if they're working on it. Let's take a little drive and let's see if we can find my truck. All right, so the dealer has had my truck for 2 weeks as of tomorrow. I don't see my truck anywhere though. These are all cars that are being worked on. My truck sticks out like a sore thumb, so it's not like it'd be easily missed. It's not on the street. Well, my best guess is they're working on it then. Oh, no, wait, actually. They have another lot back there. Maybe that's where it's at. Is that a public road? Let's see. So, oh man, there's some Jeep Wagoneers back there that are trashed. Oh, there it is. I found it. I don't know if you could see that. You can see my number popping out. While she's sitting, that's good. I'm glad they're working on it. Man, that's kind of frustrating. Obviously, I know they have a lot of work. They have a lot of stuff they have to do. But I would like my truck back. So, oh well, it is what it is. So anyways, kind of round out this video or round out this day. I don't know if I'll video more from today, but I got a call for a 20-yard dumpster same day. I had a 20-yard I had to dump anyways. So going to dump that, delivering that all the way out in Riverside. And then unless I get any more calls, I think I'm done for the day. So I'll be able to get home, get some computer work done, try to figure out if we're going to be able to hire this other guy. If not, get back on the road and looking for somebody else because I need another driver. If you're local, I prefer local. I had a guy reach out from Fontana. That's too far, I think. If you're local and you want a job and you have a clean driving record, I do prefer our drivers to be older. Our commercial insurance is based off the average age of our drivers. So we need clean driving record. I prefer for you to be a little bit older. In 30s would be ideal, but you know what? At this point, I'm open to anything. If you're in your 20s and you have a clean driving record, we can make it work. So clean driving record is what I need. Reliability, and I prefer for you to be local. This position has an early start every day. You're starting around 5:15 in the morning. So I did the early start shifts and I used to have to get up like at 2:33 in the morning. It is not good for your mental health. It is not good for your family health. So that's why I prefer for someone to be local so that you can actually take care of and enjoy life. But reach out to me, shoot me a message on Instagram. That's probably the best way to get a hold of us. If you do shoot us a message, leave a comment here below because your message will most likely be filtered and I won't see it. So let us know.